Alright, I already got your plaque, but what else are you doing here? Hey, carved it in. That might be a little, like, sacrilege.
What are you doing here? Please leave.
Okay. She does not want to chat about this. Secret shrine in the caves. Holy crap, these caves go and go. Where am I? Wait, have I been here before? I went in a circle. This area is kind of confusing. Oh, the bar. Oh, that's at the back of the bar. A dice tower? A metal dice tower designed to stop people from cheating when rolling dice. Clearly, cheating must be a problem among Romans. Theophilus had an orgy with 4 girls here and disappointed all of them equally. Wow, he does that a lot, apparently. I very nearly did an accidental steal just now. It's just so easy.
Handsome.
So you keep claiming to know a way out.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before, a certain learning and sophistication.
I'm guessing that you can tell I have 5 grand, and that's really why you're doing this. Oh, stop it. No, please go on.
What was that? Some kind of joke? If it was, it wasn't funny.
Wow.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore.
Wow.
Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
I'm looking for Kabash. Have you seen him?
Not for a few weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was sitting at a table with Georgius, whispering about some job. I remember because they kept looking over their shoulders as if they didn't want anyone else to know. So, naturally, I hovered. The one word I kept hearing was vanishing, and then, the next day, Kabash just disappeared. Coincidence? I think not.
What's your story?
Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Do you know a way out of here?
You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here.
I was asking about the escape from the city.
I guess that went right over your head. Never mind. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it? Is it worth, say, 1,000 denarii to you?
Tell me more about what I'd be buying.
Well, I can't tell you too much, or you'd figure it out for yourself. But I promise you, you'll never have to spend another hour in this city ever again.
You're gonna kill me, aren't you? I guess you kind of can't. If you have a way out, why haven't you used it yourself?
Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe, but not now.
Isn't it kind of unethical to keep all these people trapped in here knowing there's a way out?
I think of it this way. I have something of value, and I'm willing to share it for a price. That's not unethical. That's just good business. Now, do you want it or not?
How do I know this isn't a scam?
If I took your money without giving you what I promised, I'd be breaking the golden rule, wouldn't I? And I have no interest in doing that.
I don't know. I haven't seen that be one of the things that people get punished for yet. Use your 1,000 denarii.
I'm impressed. Didn't take you long to gather quite the little fortune. And now for my end of the bargain. Here is your way out.
Ha 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 ha. Ha. Wait, you have the hemlock. That's what probably killed the other lady. A small bottle of deadly poison, hemlock, famously used by many ancient Romans to commit suicide. Is this some kind of joke?
This is hemlock. Drink this and your life will be over in no time. Because the only way out of here is death. Congratulations on your purchase.
I'll be needing a refund, thanks.
Sorry, a deal's a deal. No refunds.
Whatever, I'll just con another 5 grand out of that guy every run. I can just keep doing it. This is obviously a scam. How has this not broken the golden rule?
I offered to sell you a way out, and I did. It's death. There's nothing illegal about that. And I should know. This isn't exactly the first time I've made this deal, and it won't be the last.
Give me my money or I'll tell everyone about your scam.
There's a reason everyone else who bought my way out has kept it quiet. And it's that they didn't want everyone else to know just how foolish they'd been. Do you?
Yeah, sure, why not? How about I just take it back by force?
And break the golden rule? You might be a little slow, but I don't think you're that slow.
Hand it over before I put an arrow through your face.
Workplace. Do you know what you've done?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Furies.
Wow, just the threat is enough, huh?
Out of my way.
And then she dies. And I guess I wait for this guy to get here. Well, this is one way to get back to the stage where I can try to find the cure next. Oh. Hi. Nope. There we go. Womp womp. So making the threat does break the golden rule. But the other guy is saying, no golden rule's gonna save you when I'm done with you, and whatevs, like, he's fine. That's not a threat, apparently.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
I need to take care of some thingies. Rufus and Fabia, go. Bye bye bye. Alright, so that clarifies I feel things a little faster.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but there's...
And you're as charming as you are beautiful.
Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
Oh, great. What, you came onto me?
I take back what I... Let's just forget that.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I just try not to think about it. Drink helps with that. As the saying goes, to drink is human, so we drink.
Ixion turns.
Heard any interesting gossip?
Certainly. For 10 denarii.
Here.
Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair, until one day she just...
She's right there.
Snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now, she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair. I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small festival to celebrate, with entertainment and everything. Can't wait to find out what it is.
Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you like.
Bye.
All right. See ya.
Her gossip is bad. One of them is just about her not getting to do her hair anymore, and the other one is about just signal boosting the person that she's already signal boosting in the first place. Because she clearly has already been paid to promote
Wow.
Malleolus's
Isn't that a big, long
election.
bow?
Incomplete note. This is your final warning, sinner. It's Rufius. Wow, I really was fibbing, or bluffing, and it really is him. Okay, bit of a commitment there, y'all. A phallic charm thought by the Romans to have divine protective properties? What is your dude? What is your deal, bro? Ooh. Kabosh. Kabosh to kabosh. I told Lucrezia about the dreams I've been having, and she said it might help her divine their meaning if I wrote them down. It happened again last night. The man by the river was there, as always, his face shrouded in shadow from the peculiar ram headdress. Once again he introduced himself as Certi, and told me he'd dragged me from the river. He seemed to smirk as he said his name, as if it meant something I could not understand. Indeed, the name rings a bell, but I cannot for the life of me remember where I had heard it. I do not think I will sleep soundly again until I know. Who is Certi? It says other pages, but there isn't actually other pages. It lies. So he's the Egyptian. A strange old vase painted with geometric shapes. It's definitely not a Roman. I wonder where it came from. Well, we know who's been doing the naughty. It's kind of awkward to have all these different figures just in your room. Can't they move them?
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold graying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
A large vat for brewing beer. There's a layer of insects drowning on the surface.
You're in a world of your own, aren't you? You stay away
Cerberus is
from my
3
money.
heads. Oops. It's not like I can take it. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, there's the seal. There's a steel button, and it's red. How do you know where I am so clearly? I guess you just know I went upstairs.
So exhausting.
Buyer beware. Somebody else has already left their warning. Galerius for magistrate countered by I would rather drink Aurelia's special brew. So y'all are all getting along, huh? I imagine stopping the election's important eventually. Figuring out how to get the right combination of blackmail and whatnot to make it happen. Is that the plant I need for something? It seems weirdly hard to access, which makes me think that I need that in order to save the dying woman.
Don't you just love springtime?
We were rudely interrupted.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you could have known. You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
Like Sisyphus, how so? Because of the boulder and then it just resets every day.
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only, just as it reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom, forcing him to start over and over and over again, for all eternity. Just like you. Actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Ballades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But, on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
Yeah, at least there's that.
Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
You're a good man, Galerius.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Now that I've said that he's a good man, I'm thinking he's the one that's behind it or something. Bait that.
Salve again, my Sisyphean friend.
Aha.
Now, what's on your mind?
So now this taunts us with the idea that, like, what if this entire scenario is completely unsolvable and it really is just a Sisyphean task? You know, way out of here.
Well, as much as I'd love to get out of here, the harvest's always more fruitful in another man's field, isn't it? But Scintilla, Sentius's daughter, went missing a few weeks back. Could be she found a way out. If anyone knows for sure, it'll be her sister, Sentia. But she'd never tell the likes of me.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know?
What do you think about the election?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
Ever thought about running for magistrate yourself?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
If Malleolus runs, he's going to break the Golden Rule and kill us all.
And how could you... Oh, wait. You've seen it in another time loop, haven't you? Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Alright. I'll be going now.
Alright, friend. Hope you find a way to break that cycle you're in.
Well, he was really convincible, but I did send him on a mission that was just like, oh, hello, Black Phillip. Eggs? Bunch of goose eggs laid by the city's goose. There's a goose. Can I take the eggs? Is this thieving? Am I a goose thief? It's like that story where he's reaching for the thing that's out of reach. Can I climb out of here? Please? Maybe not. I can climb up here now. Whoa! That is a chunk of change. Yeah. You press 3 when it's already out. He puts it away, then brings it back out again with one button push. Okay. It's a weird looking chunk of terrain. There's the stairs. Was wondering how to get out of here. That seems tough to arrive upon. Alright, can I buy the cure from you now?
Shiny.
Hello there, friend.
I took it from the Shrine of Diana, only to discover that you'd locked me inside with angry hornets. I managed to escape, and after a harrowing ordeal at the palace and traveling back in time, here I am.
Are you well, stranger? Have you been out in the sun too long? You seem a little confused. Perhaps you should go and see Lucretia in a clinic.
And you seem a little arrow in the head. I need some silphium resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Fine.
Oh, you have it. I'm impressed. Pleasure doing business. Can I help you with anything else? Very well. Another time.
Now I just need to con him out of 5k every run, basically, and I'll never run out. Every other run. Then I can cure her every other run. I guess. Because the stealing seems like it goes poorly.
What are you doing in here? She needs the...
You know, I got it. Here's the silphium resin. Here, take a little.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
I only gave her some, so I don't have to get it over and over again. Okay. I'm a time traveler.
A what? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need. That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Yep, I'm pretty much all set. Oh, there she goes. New character.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Were you trying to kill yourself? That's not one of the questions. Can I ask what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I want to know how someone poisoned you without breaking the golden rule.
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I think this is the key to how you get him out of the election. I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
It's really depressing how comically hard it is apparently to get like 1,000 denarii, which is it denarius? It's like everywhere. apparently. And I have so much so quickly. It's like the video game protagonists are always like economy breaking, but it's also like you can see the scale of the just pointless inequality with the fact that people just are hoarding it, and then other people like that would take me like my whole life to get. Are you thinking you'd be out of here before you ever had to pay the loan?
I'm not proud of it, but yes. I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Hemlock, right?
You figured it out already. I wish I'd been so astute. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
So you poisoned yourself.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
I'm sorry. Can I do anything to help?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelia set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together, He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, but please don't take too long.
What's your story?
You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless, and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river, and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing, given what's happened since.
Nope, because that's what put you here. I understand. Do you know a way out of here?
If that's your idea of a joke, it's not funny. Go away.
Ooh, exhausting dialogue does not go well.
I know what kind of person you are. Leave me alone.
Holy shit, well that's a strong reaction. My bad. Like, yeah. That was a bad automatic mistake that I done did. Well, shit.